Is it possible to overdo it on mitochondrial stimulation? You know, like if you're taking a methylene blue, a spermidine, you're taking NAD boosters, all these things. Like, is it possible to overdo it, and what does that look like?
A lot of the key for all the things that we're talking about is stacking and having a plan. So yeah, like anybody who's using any again, and I don't know if we're going to get into it, or again, another product you're hearing so much about it, we're called Senolytics or senescence, medicines for senescence. You want to build up, and then you want to detox and clear out. So if you're doing autophagy for 3 months, then spermidine is great, and then you want to build back up. That's where you're going to use things like methylene blue. You may want to use a peptide called MOTS-c or humanin or SS31. So you want to have an ebb and a flow to it. So that's number one. It's kind of the second part of the question, or the first and second part of the question is, yeah, you don't want to just do this in perpetuity. And also you don't want to counteract. You don't want to be building up and you're trying to recycle it and get rid of all the toxins. And, oh, wait, I'm going to also build it up. You're kind of chasing your tail a little bit. In terms of side effects, I mean, again, it's hard. There's nothing proven. I mean, you may have some brain fog. You may have decreased energy. Your workout may deteriorate. Some people, I mean, again, we can do some very minimal markers through, you can check levels of carnitine, CoQ10. Now you can check NAD levels. So you can do that and assess it. I'm starting to do that now. You can also look at oxidative stress numbers, and if the oxidative stress numbers are going up, then you can do it. But a lot of it is, again, just having a plan and not just throwing all these random supplements. Because, again, I've blogged about it. Too much is usually not a good thing with supplements or anything that's out there in the biohacking space. You want to kind of, again, have a plan and do things with a reason behind it, and stack and cycle. Stack and cycle should be the motto of everything I'm talking about today.
That's actually probably some of the best advice I've gotten on this podcast here, which is, everyone tells you like, hey, you could take spermidine, you could take methylene blue, you could take glutathione or whatever it is, but they never tell you like how long is a good amount of time to take one of these things. And then do you implement like a washout period or switch to another kind of protocol?
No, exactly. Yeah, luckily now, and again, now literally in the last 18 months, 2 years, so much stuff has hit the market, and they all now have really cool studies. And now, again, it's like herding cats. It's really like first of all, I mean, a lot of this doesn't have. Some of these products have human data. A lot of these products only have animal data, which, again, I think it's mentioned is, again, sometimes there's smaller studies that are hard to get done. Big studies for supplements, they're expensive to do. So it's kind of, again, knowing what's out there. And but it's going to be really, really fun, like I mentioned before, in terms of all the stuff that's coming out in the next year or two. I think the data is going to catch up with a lot of these supplements, and we're going to know exactly those questions. How long do I take it? Why am I taking it for? What works really well together and what doesn't? The